This 17 News at Noon podcast is brought to you by Clinica Sierra Vista.
Welcome back to the 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us for the News at Noon. I'm Maddie Jansen. We begin with the latest on conditions on Interstate 5 over the Grapevine. CHP closed the pass due to traffic this morning before sunrise due to snow and ice. Northbound traffic is being turned around at Parker Road near Castaic, southbound being turned around at Grapevine Road. If you were planning to head down south today, you can take Highway 58 through Tehachapi as an alternative route. It is open, but drivers headed through the area, again, on Highway 58, say it is very backed up due to all the extra traffic. So, just think twice about heading out. So we don't have an estimated time on when the 5 will reopen. We are staying in touch with CHP and Caltrans to get the latest on that. You can download our app and check out kget.com before you head out to get the latest on road conditions. Now to your 17 News homicide tracker. A 17-year-old who was shot and killed last night in Southwest Bakersfield has been identified. Bakersfield police officers say it happened at a home on Olmco Court near Cardiff Avenue just after 10:30 last night. 2 others, along with Gerald Anthony Davis Jr., were shot. Davis Jr. died at the scene. The other 2 victims were only described as a man and a juvenile. No word on their conditions. By our count, there have been 137 homicides in Kern County this year. A record 140 killings were recorded in Kern County last year. And now to a follow-up on the once happy story of a formerly homeless veteran and father helped into an apartment of his own. Rafael Torres is behind bars just days after a beautiful showing of holiday spirit for him and his children right before Christmas. Torres was arrested the day after Christmas. He now sits in Kern County Jail facing 2 felony and 2 misdemeanor charges for willful cruelty to 2 of his children, according to court documents. He says he doesn't know why he was arrested.
Why would I hurt my kid? Why would I, after all this stuff that happened, why would I hurt him? That's what I want to keep on asking people. People want thinking it's a joke. Like, why would I hurt him? I'm just I don't even know if I win the case and get him back, if I would just keep him or not, because this is what's going to happen the next time.
City Serve and Honor Flight say the groups involved will take back donations for the veteran and instead donate them to other veterans who are establishing themselves in new housing. The children, on the other hand, get to keep their toys. A woman accused of trying to kidnap 3 children in Northwest Bakersfield last month will have a hearing January 10th to determine which state hospital she'll be staying at. 18-year-old Alina Cerda has been found not competent to stand trial, and criminal proceedings have been suspended. She was identified as the woman who tried to kidnap 2 children who were being pushed in a stroller by their mother in a parking lot and another child nearby on the evening of November 23rd in the area of Olive and Newsom Drives. Coronavirus news now. A new study shows the Johnson & Johnson booster shot provides higher levels of protection against the Omicron variant and reduces hospitalizations. The study looked at 69,000 healthcare workers in South Africa and compared them to a similar group of unvaccinated South Africans. The data shows an improved protection against hospitalizations from 63% to 85% in areas where the Omicron variant is dominant. However, this study is yet to be peer-reviewed. Vaccinated participants received their booster shots 6 to 9 months following their initial dose. According to the study, the Johnson & Johnson shot is the predominant vaccine used to fight COVID-19 in Africa. And the U.S. Food and Drug Administration is expected to authorize booster doses of Pfizer-BioNTech's coronavirus vaccine for 12 to 15-year-olds on Monday, according to the New York Times, citing people familiar with the agency's deliberations. The Times also reports that U.S. regulators plan to allow both adolescents and adults to get an extra shot of Pfizer's vaccine 5 months after receiving a second vaccine dose instead of the current 6-month window. A booster shot is also set to be authorized for children ages 5 to 11 with immune deficiencies.
Hello, this is Tim Callahan with Clinica Sierra Vista, and we're excited to unveil the Community Health Center of the Future, our comprehensive care center. It's located right across the street from Memorial Hospital. We have every service under one roof, from family medicine, OBGYN care, dental services for adults and children, behavioral health, and much more. So find your way to better care at Clinica Sierra Vista this year at our comprehensive care center. Visit our website, clinicasierravista.org, for the latest on this project. We'll see you soon.
Making headlines around the state, a man who was killed in a shark attack while boogie boarding in Morro Bay last week has been identified by his family as a Sacramento resident. The attack happened on Christmas Eve in an area known as The Pit, a popular spot for surfers. Officials have not identified the victim, but family members tell our KCRA affiliate in Sacramento the man was 42-year-old Tomas Butterfield. No one witnessed the attack, but officials believe Butterfield was bitten by a great white shark. A surfer spotted Butterfield's body floating in the water and brought him to shore. This is the first deadly shark attack in the area in more than 18 years. Meantime, the search continues for a missing skier in Truckee. 43-year-old Rory Angelotto was reported missing on Christmas Day after he didn't show up for dinner with friends. He was last seen heading up to North Star Ski Resort, which has received heavy snowfall in recent days. Several sources have been deployed by the Placer County Sheriff's Office, including a Black Hawk helicopter fitted for search in extreme weather. But officials admit time and hope are running out.
Even an experienced mountaineer with all the proper equipment heading out there with the intent to weather this type of storm would be very hard pressed to survive. And the only reason we've kept it up this long is because he is so experienced. He has been in the backcountry.
Cal Berkeley reported Tuesday morning that precipitation in the area had totaled 202 inches so far in December, breaking the month's record of 193 inches set in 1970. Well, looking ahead to the new year with new rules for California education systems. Starting in 2022, middle and high schools that offer at least one course in health education must also start incorporating mental health. Pushed amid concerns of a youth mental health crisis amid the pandemic, lawmakers hope the curriculum will help students identify the signs and symptoms of mental illness and empower them to ask for help. Another new law taking effect this year requires community colleges to offer ethnic studies courses at each of its campuses. The course will be a requirement starting in the 2024-25 school year. If you want plastic utensils with your takeout in the new year, you'll have to ask for them. A state law will require a restaurant to only give out plastic knives, forks, and spoons upon request. Same goes for ketchup and other condiments that come in those little plastic packages. Studies show much of the stuff ends up unused and wasted. Making news around the nation, the annual Times Square New Year's Eve festivities are still on for fully vaccinated crowds, but according to Deadline, LL Cool J will no longer perform. Vaccinated and masked up crowds were set to enjoy performances by headliners KT Tunstall, LL Cool J, Chloe, Journey, and Karol G, but LL Cool J and Chloe announced Wednesday they've dropped out of the Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest. Cool J confirmed he tested positive. It's not clear why Chloe Bailey won't be performing. Many major cities like Tokyo, Rome, and Paris canceled New Year's Eve celebrations amid surges in coronavirus, but the Times Square ball drop organizers are sticking with limited crowd sizes and new safety protocols. Several local businesses are holding events to help bring in the new year. 1933 Speakeasy Bars hosting a New Year's Eve party Friday night for those 21 and up. It will feature a midnight balloon drop and champagne toast. The Belvedere Cocktail Lounge, Padre Hotel, and Stars Theater Restaurant are also holding big parties for the night, but tickets are going fast. You can find all of the information on our website, kget.com. Just click on the hot link icon.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.